So what is going on, guys? Today we are doing a video on the history of Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman has basically been around forever. She was created by William Moulton Marston and debuted in All-Star Comics issue 8 in 1941, which is only 3 years after Superman's 1938 debut in Action Comics issue 1 and 2 years after Batman's debut in Detective Comics issue 27 in 1939. And together, these three flagship superheroes are known as the Trinity. Now, before I forget, I just want to mention that Wonder Woman, like I just said, has been around since 1941, so obviously I'm not going to be able to mention every single story, arc and detail about her, but I'm going to try to hit all the highlights that you need to know about her, and what better to start than by talking about her creation. Wonder Woman's appearance in the early golden age of comics made her the first prominent female superhero. The creator of Wonder Woman, William Martin, was a psychologist and the creator of the Stolic blood measuring apparatus, which was crucial to the development of the polygraph, aka the lie detector. Martin's experience with the polygraphs convinced him that women are more honest and reliable than men and could work more efficiently. Martin wrote Wonder Woman in psychological propaganda for the new type of woman. Wonder Woman was essentially a counter-reaction to the presence of prominent male superheroes at the time, such as Batman, Superman and Captain America, with the hopes that the character could serve as inspiration for younger children, but in more ways than one she was more geared towards female readers. As a result, the first Wonder Woman series contained many complimentary articles and features were sought to provide guidance to a pre-measured female readership. There are articles, for instance, of different career paths that all women could pursue according to the standards of the 1940s, as well as a series of stories of famous and accomplished women called the Wonder Woman of history. So essentially, he was one of the first people fighting for gender equality and comic book. Now that's just a brief overview of her creation, but let's talk about her comic book origin. I'm going to start with the original one from All-Star Comics issue 8, and Wonder Woman 1, but then even touched little on her New 52 origin. I do want to note her continuity has been revamped and changed numerous amount of times, but like I said, I'm going to stick to the original one and her New 52 interpretations to make this less confusing. Wonder Woman, or Diana, was an Amazon warrior princess who grew up on a hidden and mysterious island called Paradise Island, and later called the Mascara or Emashira, however you want to pronounce it. The Amazons parted from Greece because of the evil Muslim. They were guided by Aphrodite. The Amazons sailed to the promised haven of peace and protection. Once at the island, they built a city that no man was allowed to enter, but unlike the other Amazons, Diana wasn't born. Instead, she was formed out of clay by a mother and brought to life by the Olympian gods. Needless to say, Diana was the greatest of all Amazonians. One day, a United States intelligence officer named Steve Trevor crash-landed near Paradise when Wonder Woman found him. She nursed him back to good health, but in doing so, fell in love with him. Long story short, Diana was chosen to take Steve Trevor back to America after winning a tournament, but she had to stay there to fight evil. After she won the tournament, her mother rewarded her with her iconic costume and gave her a famous lasso of truth. The magic lasso carries Aphrodite's power to make anybody confined in the lasso submit to Wonder Woman's will and or tell the truth, hence the name the Lasso of Truth. Wonder Woman then took Steve Trevor back to America and her now iconic invisible jet. Through the golden age of comics, Steve Trevor would be Wonder Woman's love interest and still was Wonder Woman's love interest of sorts in the New 52, up until she later began a relationship with Superman and they became known as the Power Couple. Speaking of DC's New 52, let me touch on that a bit since her New 52 is what's current. Wonder Woman's depiction has been mostly along the same lines as the rest of her modern appearance, with a few changes here and there. In her New 52, written by Brian Azzarello, Wonder Woman is the daughter of Queen Hippolyta and Zeus, king of all the Greek gods. She's also taken the role of the new god of war. She's no longer a clay figure brought to life by magic of the gods, but an actual demi-goddess. She also becomes romantically involved with Superman, as I just mentioned. If you want to learn more about Wonder Woman 52, I highly recommend reading Brian Azzarello, the Wonder Woman run from the New 52. I also have to mention that Wonder Woman is a founding member of the Justice League. She even made the cover of Justice League's first appearance in The Brave and the Bold issue 28, while Batman and Superman did not. So let's see what I've talked about so far. I told you about Wonder Woman's creation, her original origin, or New 52 origin. Now let's find out what powers this demi-goddess has got. Wonder Woman is extremely strong. She's hands down one of the strongest heroes in the DC universe, up there with Shazam, Martian Manhunter, and Superman. When Wonder Woman fought Shazam, they were an even match, but in the New 52 Wonder Woman, she shows a new strength of level while fighting a god. She removes her bracelets and goes into a berserker rage of power. We find out that Wonder Woman's bracelets are what protects her opponents from her attention power, which by the way is a really cool concept. Wonder Woman was even able to take down Supergirl. We see that their close in strength, but Wonder Woman was still able to overpower Supergirl. Now, I know what some of you guys are wondering, well, she's that strong. Is she as strong as Superman? And to answer that, it's generally accepted that she's not as strong as Superman, one of the few in the same class as him. Wonder Woman also has super speed, invulnerability, durability, can fly, which now some of you are asking, well, she could fly, why does she have an invisible jet? That's basically, originally Wonder Woman was not able to fly, hence her need an invisible jet. But that was later changed and she was granted the power of flight. So she's now able to fly at hypersonic speeds, able to keep up with her boyfriend Superman. She also has a healing factor, super agility, stamina, divine agility, enhanced senses, and a master of hand-to-hand combat, amongst a bunch of other powers. Wonder Woman also has some cool weapons, like a lasso of truth, which compels people to tell the truth, which I think is no coincidence that her creator, William Marston, helped in the creation of the lie detector, and Wonder Woman's powers had to do with something with people telling the truth. Her lasso has been shown to restore people's lost memories and get rid of illusions, and protect people who are in close range from magical attacks. She has her bracelets of victories, which were created from the remains of Zeus's shield. She uses these bracelets to deflect all sorts of attacks like bullets or anything else that comes her way. She also has her royal tiara, which is a razor sharp and can be used as a boomerang or sword. It's also a magical and therefore can be used to injure Superman, and of course she has a magical sword, which she often takes into battle, like the time she stabbed Darkseid in the eye. That's not enough, but that's enough about her powers and weapons. Let's name some of her villains. You have Cheetah, Dr. Psycho, DK, and Ares, just to list a few. So that is it. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button, subscribe for new weekly videos, and have a great day.